Hi students. So next we have to discuss next chapter, reflection of light. After completing of shadow lesson and shadow problems, next we have to discuss reflection of light. That is entering into our lesson, the reflection of light. Reflection of light. Reflection of light. Reflection of light. So whenever from the source of light a lot of light rays will be coming, so whenever a source of light, the number of light energy will be coming. So now we can imagine that this is the one surface, metal surface. So now we can imagine that when a part of light coming from the source of light, when a part of light coming from the source of light is incident on a surface, So in this case, incident on a surface. So in this case, we can imagine that three situations can arise. So what is the first situation? So when a part of light coming from various direction means from the source of light. When a part of light coming from various direction, incident on a metal surface. So in this case, we can observe that three situations can arise. Number one, some part of light can be reflected. Some part of light can be reflected, and some part of light is refracted. Some part of light is refracted. So some part of light is reflected, some part of light is refracted, some part of light is observed, 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 some part of light is observed. So once again, when a part of light coming from various direction, incident on a metal surface, so in this case we can observe that three situations can arise. First situation, some part of light is reflected. Second situation, some part of light is refracted, and third situation, some part of light is observed. So in this way, we can discuss in the first situation, reflected. In this case, we will discuss first situation, reflected, because of, so our lesson is reflection of light. That is the first concept of light, that is the reflection of light. In that second concept, we are entering into refracted. So and the third one is absorption. So that is the third assumptions. So first one we have to discuss. So first situation, that is a reflected situation, that is a reflection. So what is the meaning of reflection? What is the meaning of reflections? So generally we can imagine that this is the one metal surfaces. So when a source of light coming from various direction, so incident on a metal surface. So in this case, we can discuss that this is the phenomena of virtue of its incident light energy is sent back in the same medium, which is coming from, which is sent back in the same medium, which is it is coming. So after being obstructed by the surface, you can call it as reflection. So there are general definitions, but simple definition we can call it as, so when a part of light coming from various direction, when a part of light coming from various direction, so after incident, the bouncing back of the medium, the bouncing back of the light, the bouncing back of the light, the bouncing back of the light, the bouncing back, the bouncing back of the bouncing back of light, the bouncing back of light, we can call it as, we can call it as reflection. We can call it as reflection. We can call it as reflection. Simple definition: the bouncing back of light, the bouncing back of light, we can call it as reflections. So once again, what is the meaning of reflection? When a part of light coming from various direction incident on a metal surface, so the bouncing back of a light, the bouncing back of a light, we can call it as reflection. The bouncing back of a light, we can call it as reflections. So next one, so how many types of reflections? Next one, how many types of reflections? So reflection can be classified into two categories. So reflection can be classified into two categories. Number one, regular reflections, and second one, irregular reflections. Irregular reflections, or diffused reflections, diffused reflections. So regular reflections or irregular reflections, or diffused reflections. So in regular reflections, so let us consider a metal surface. From the source of light, when a part of light coming from various direction, this is the smooth surface, this is smooth surface. So when a part of light coming from various direction incident on a metal surface, so the bouncing back of the light ray, we can call it as reflections. Next one, second part of light coming from various direction incident on a metal surface, and again the bouncing back of the light energy, we can call it as reflections. Next one, third one, so when a part of light coming from various direction incident on a metal surface, so the bouncing back of the light ray, we can call it as reflections. This arrow indicates that the direction of the light ray. We already discussed that in that first class. Ray of light is nothing but arrow indication directions. This arrow indicates direction of the light ray. And next one, another part of light coming from various direction, so incident on a metal surface, and again reflected. So in this case, we will observe that, so which type of reflection? Regular reflection will be observed. Regular reflections will be observed on the smooth surface. In case of rough surface, next let us consider rough metal surfaces. We can consider rough metal surfaces. So what will happening? Same, some part of light coming from various direction, incident on a metal surfaces, and then will be bouncing back. Same assumption, but incident on a metal surfaces, the bouncing back like this. So again, incident on a metal surfaces, bouncing back like this. So what will observe that? So same, incident on a metal surfaces, so bouncing back like this. So what will observe that? The reflection will be possible, but the reflection is not regular because of the surface is rough. The surface is rough surfaces. So simply we can say that, so in smooth surfaces the reflections can be possible regular. In rough surfaces the reflection can be possible irregular or diffused. Okay ma? So many types of reflections? Two types of reflections. So regular reflections and irregular reflections. Regular reflections means same, so the phenomena of due to which the parallel beam of light traveling through a certain medium on striking the smooth polished surface, so after incident the bouncing back of the light rays will be same. That means in parallel beam only. So that means in that one we can observe that the width will be same. But here the width is possible, not possible. So here that not clear. Width is not clear. So here, when a part of light coming from various direction incident on a metal surfaces, the bouncing back of the light energy will be regular order. But here the bouncing back of the light energy not in regular order. So that's why we can call it as irregular. So here we can call it as regular. So regular can be possible on smooth surfaces, irregular can be possible on rough surfaces. Okay, so next one, so we have to discuss general definitions of about reflections. General definitions. So general definitions of the reflections. General definitions of the general definitions about reflection. So before going to reflection, first of all, so what is the meaning of mirror? So first we have to discuss about the main concept. What is the meaning of mirror? Because of, so our lesson is reflection on a plane mirror. Reflection on a plane mirror. So what is the meaning of mirror? What is the meaning of mirror? So what is the meaning of mirror? So a mirror is nothing but a smooth, highly polished surface. Smooth, highly polished surface which can takes reflections on it. Which can takes reflection on it. What is the meaning of mirror? A mirror is nothing but a smooth, highly polished surface. Highly polished surface. Highly polished surface. Highly polished surface. Highly polished surface from which regular reflections can take it. Regular reflections can take it. Because of why regular reflections can take it? Because of mirror is a smooth, highly polished surface. So how we can make mirror? So how we can make mirror? So what is the meaning of mirror? A smooth, highly polished surface which can take, the regular reflections can take it, or simply we can define as a smooth, highly polished surfaces which can take reflections on it. So how we can find reflection? How we can make a reflection? How we can make mirror? So mirror ni manam ela cheyochu. So let us consider a glass surface, that is the plain glass surface. Next we will consider, we have to consider first of all, let us consider one glass surfaces. Let us consider one glass surfaces. This is the one glass surface. So in glass surfaces, so one side can be silvering. One side can be silvering. One side can be silvering, and other side will be livid. So one side can be silvering. So then this glass surface, this glass surface can be act as mirror. How we can make mirror? Take one glass surface. So one side of the glass surface we can silvering. So silvering means the coated material. So we can take any one. So coated material we can take any silvering material. So another side will be livid. So next our mirror will be ready. So let us consider glass. One side will be silvering. So another side will be plain assumption. So finally this glass surface can act as mirror. So next one, how many types of mirrors? So mirror can be classified into, so we can assumptions, that is the number one, plain mirror and spherical mirror. Plain mirror and spherical mirrors. So what is the meaning of plain mirror? So already we know that plain mirrors, this is the one glass surface. One side of the glass surface we can observe that silvering. So there is a plain mirror. So where it is used? So they are used in looking glasses. Number one, they are used in looking glasses. చూడడానికి ఉపయోగిస్తారండి. లుకింగ్ గ్లాసెస్ So number 1. Number 2, they are used in periscope. They are used in periscope. So next one, very important, that is a daily life example of everybody. So they are used in barber. They are used in barber shop. They are used in barber shop to show the customer back of his head. To show the customer back of his head. Next one, how many types of spherical mirrors? So 2 types of the spherical mirrors. Number 1, convex. Number 2, concave. Convex and concave. So what is the convex symbol? 2 like this. One curved surface is there. So coating inside. So the concave. So coating outside. So convex can used as side view mirrors. So concave can used as in headlights. So more of the situations we can use the convex mirrors and concave mirrors. That is discussed in the next classes. So but our lesson is reflection on plane mirror only. So what is the meaning of plane mirror? It is a smooth, highly polished surface which contains reflections on it. So the plane mirrors, they are used in looking glasses, they are used in periscopes, they are used in barber shop to show the customer back of his head. So next one, spherical mirrors. So how many types of spherical mirrors? Convex and concave. So convex mirrors are used in side view mirrors or street lights and some of signaling purpose. So they are used in some situations. And concave mirrors are used in headlights and dentist doctors and some of the situations. So next one, so we have to discuss so complete information of the plane mirrors. So how we can what is the reflection on plane mirrors? So what is that general properties of the plane mirrors? So what is the loss of reflections? That is the next one. So next one. So what is the meaning of mirror? It is a smooth, highly polished surfaces. So in this way, this is a mirror assumption, mirror symbol. Mirror can be written as like this. Plane mirror. So this is a source of light. From the source of light, when a part of light coming from the various direction incident on a metal surfaces. So this we can call it as incident ray. So and incident ray, this we can call it as incident ray. Incident ray, and after incident or this point we can where the light ray incident on the point of plane mirror, then incident point we can call it as point of incident. The point on the mirror where the incident ray strike, ఎక్కడైతే స్ట్రైక్ అవుతుందో ప్లేన్ మిర్రర్ లో ఆ స్ట్రైక్ అనే పాయింట్ మనం ఏమంటాం సార్ అంటే పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్సిడెంట్. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్సిడెంట్. We can take it as something m or not m, this point of incident p. So mirror indication m dash. So this is the incident. So next, now we have to write a imaginary normal line which is perpendicular to the surface. Whatever surface, either plane surface, either inclined surface, either vertical surface. For example, this is the plane, that means horizontal line. So what is the normal line? The perpendicular. This is the horizontal. horizontal means here. What is the meaning of vertical? So this is a vertical assumption. Because of vertical, so what is the normal? The perpendicular direction, like this. So but inclined plane, like this, inclined plane. So this is a vertical, and this is the inclined plane. Horizontal line, vertical line, inclined line. In horizontal line, the imaginary line which is passing through the center, perpendicular to the surface, we can call it as normal. Same assumption. In a vertical surface, the imaginary line which is passing through the center perpendicular to the surface, we can call it as normal. In inclined plane, so the imaginary line which is passing through the perpendicular to the surface, perpendicular to the surface. Now that is perpendicular to the surface, we can call it as normal. Either horizontal, vertical, inclined, same assumptions. So here also the imaginary line, so which is passing through the center of the surface, which is perpendicular direction. Now we can call it as normal line. N dash. So normal line, that is perpendicular direction to the surface. Next one, so after incident, the light ray will be bouncing back. In the same medium. We can call it as reflection. So we can call it as reflected ray. We can call it as reflected ray. And next one, so a ray of light coming from various directions, so which is travels and incident on a plane mirrors. So the light ray is making an angle. The incident ray is making an angle with the normal. We can call it as angle of incidence. The light ray, the incident ray, which is making an angle with the normal. We can call it as angle of incident. We can call it as angle of incident. That is a symbol, angle of incident. Next one, the reflected ray, which is making an angle with the normal. We can call it as angle of reflections. Next one, what about remaining? So the glancing angles. ఎప్పుడైనా పక్కన ఉన్న మనకు ఒక యాంగిల్ కి పక్కన ఉన్నదాన్ని ఏమంటామంటే గ్లాన్సింగ్ అంటాం. సో యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్సిడెన్స్ పక్కన ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి గ్లాన్సింగ్ యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్సిడెన్స్, దట్ ఈస్ ద ఐ సఫిక్స్ జి. కింద సఫిక్స్ అంటే కింద రాయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. సో యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ గ్లాన్సింగ్ యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్సిడెన్స్, దిస్ ఇస్ ద పక్కన ఉంది కదండి గ్లాన్సింగ్ యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్సిడెన్స్. లేదంటే ద ఇన్సిడెంట్ రే ఈజ్ మేకింగ్ అన్ యాంగిల్ with the plane mirror. We can call it as a glancing angle of incidence. And similarly here, the glancing angle of reflections. In this way, first of all, so clear that what is the meaning of I, incident ray, what is the meaning of R, reflected ray, what is the meaning of N, normal line. So what is the meaning of angle of I, angle of incidence, what is the meaning of angle of R, angle of reflection, what is the meaning of I suffix G, glancing angle of incidence, what is the meaning of R suffix G, glancing angle of reflections. So next one, so glancing angle of reflections. In this way, so listen carefully once again. So what is the meaning of I, incident ray? What is the meaning of I, incident ray. What is the meaning of R? Reflected ray. What is the meaning of R? Reflected ray. What is the meaning of N? Normal line. What is the meaning of N? Normal line. What is the meaning of angle of I? Angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. What is the meaning of angle of R? Angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. What is the meaning of I? G. Glancing angle of incident. Glancing angle of incident. What is the meaning of RG? Glancing angle of reflection. Glancing angle of reflection. So that is the assumption. Next one. So in geometry assumptions, for example, so next we have to discuss. So this is the plane mirror. Already we know that. So the plane mirror, already we know that. So when a part of light coming from various directions, incident on a metal surface, this we can call it as an incident ray. So where the incident ray striking on the plane mirror, we can call it as angle of point of incidence, and from the point of incidence, the imaginary line is passing through it. We can call it as normal line. After incident, the light ray will be bouncing back in the same medium. We can call it as reflection. So the incident ray is making an angle with the normal. We can call it as angle of incidence. The reflected ray is making an angle with the normal. We can call it as angle of reflection. So remaining glancing angle of incidence, glancing angle of reflections. So in this way, we can observe that the normal line, the imaginary normal line, is perpendicular to the surface. It is perpendicular to surface means this is total perpendicular, means 90 degrees. So here also total perpendicular, that is 90 degrees. So one here the 90 degrees is equal to means angle of incidence plus glancing angle of incidence is equal to 90 degrees. Same assumptions. Angle of reflection plus glancing angle of reflection is equals to 90 degrees. Here, so angle of incidence is equal to what we have to write? 90 degrees minus Ig. 90 degrees minus Ig. So one formula is there. So angle of incidence is equal to 90 degrees minus Ig. See, same assumption. Angle of reflection is equal to 90 degrees minus Rg. 90 degrees minus Rg. So for example, one simple example. This is the plane mirror. This is the plane mirror assumptions. The plane mirror in a part of light coming from various direction, incident on a metal surfaces on a plane mirror and then reflected. So normal line is there. So they given simple assumption 30 degrees. So here they given simple assumption 30 degrees. So in this way, find that what is the angle of incidence, what is the angle of reflection, what is the glancing angle of incidence, what is the glancing angle of reflections. So already in that question they given angle of incidence is equal to how much? 30 degrees. So angular reflection how much? We don't know, sir. So simple assumption. So this is the 30 degrees. How much this one? 60 degrees. Because of total 90 degrees, no. Already we know that angle of incidence plus glancing angle of incidence is equal to 90 degrees. In that question they given angle of incidence how much? 30 degrees plus Ig is equal to 90 degrees. Now we have to find out Ig. Ig is equal to plus 30 transfer to right side, that will get minus. So 90 degrees minus 30 degrees. So Ig is equal to 60 degrees. That is 60 degrees. So here next one. So next one we have two assumptions. That is the one problem. So in case of the given question, so this is the 30 degrees. They given question approximately 30 degrees. So what is the given angular reflection? They given 30 degrees. So Ig 60 degrees already we got. What is the Rg? So already we know that angle of reflection and glancing angle of reflection is equal to 90 degrees. So they given in that question 30 degrees plus Rg is equal to 90 degrees. So what is the Rg? Rg is equal to plus 30 transfer to right side, 90 degrees minus 30 degrees. So Rg is equal to how much? 60 degrees. So one simple example. They given angle of incidence we will easily find out glancing angle of incidence. So they give an angle of reflection, so we easily find out that glancing angle of reflections. So next one, so we have to discuss next concept, so angle of deviation. Next concept we will discuss, so very important term, angle of deviation. So next we have to discuss angle of deviation. Angle of deviation. Next class we will discuss that angle of deviation symbol. So very important, angle of deviation, so very important. So next class we will discuss that angle of deviation. Next class we will discuss that angle of deviations. So okay, thank you.